Hello everyone and welcome to Trading Card Nation. Today I picked up 2025 Topps Baseball Series 1. Went ahead and picked up a blaster hanger and a couple of value packs. And we'll go ahead and do a nice little comparison between the three and see which one gives you the best value and which one gives you the best correlation, I should say. What's the best one to pick up out of the off the shelf that you like to rip? Not all of them, as we all know, not all of them have the same type of parallels, the same type of inserts that each one of them has, or have their own little special quirks in them. So let's see how they kind of pan out with each other, against each other, and see which would be the best ones to pick up off the shelf. My bet is going to be the hanger box. In the past, the hanger boxes have done a lot as far as giving you some nice cards, some nice bangers, autos. The blaster, the blaster box, it's a real big hit or miss. A lot of times, there used to be hanger boxes would tell you one auto and or a relic average of one, of the box. So you don't get that anymore. Basically, it's going to give you, so many packs, so many cards per pack, and it's going to give you an exclusive parallel, or maybe even, it'll give you more of a number card, but not much of a relic, and definitely not a auto. They leave that generally to the hangers, really, is what I've ran across. I've opened up enough of them, as you see my channel, in the past. There've been more autos pulled in the hanger boxes than that, but you never know. A lot of times they'll surprise you and throw an auto and a blaster. Every so often you'll get a nice banger out of a value pack. I picked up actually a Kaboom out of a value pack, so, in football. So it's a hit or miss how you gotta do it. It all depends on what your preference is and what you like. This is already gonna be a long enough video, so let me go ahead and rip into it without making too much of a fuss. We'll go ahead and open up the value packs first, and hopefully we will put the best card on the stand, and we'll go with the hanger box and then the blaster, and see which one stands up the best. Sorry for being so rambling on. If I can pick these up with that card on the back of it. I don't know why they have that, but let's go ahead and start out with Grossman. Try to go through these as fast as possible. We've already seen most of these cards. And the reason why I pick two value packs, that gives you 72 cards, I believe it is, 36, yeah. And the first silver pack, silver card, which is probably the best card in this one, the Juan Soto insert, greatest hits. And then the stars of the MLB, you always get two of those, Alvarez and Tatis. And then it's going to be basically the base with a few rookies thrown in. That's for the first pack. You get 80, let's see, 84, and then hanger box you only get 59. But like I said, the hanger box has a tendency to have more of a banger of a card in it. And this one here has not had many rookies in it as it typically would have, you would think. Jensen. Looks like we might have some color back there in the back. Nope. Call to the Hall. Ricky Henderson. Vlad Jr. Seager. And that pack kind of laid down on us, unfortunately. Let me make sure I didn't overlook some rookies. I'd like to see how many rookies are in each one of them also. So on average, we'll just have to take the average for these. And that's about enough of that. So we'll go ahead. Should have been 2 good cards. 2 nice cards coming out, and we only got 1 out of 2 packs. So we'll put these up here. Half of them. O'Neal Cruz, that's a nice card. Keith. Harper. Hauser, 2nd year card, C.J. Abrams, Blake, Andor, Martinez, and look at there, not thick. No, it ain't too thick. Got 2 cards stuck together. And it's a throwback postage stamp relic of Win. And that's probably going to be about the best card in this one. And you pull up a Chrome Future Star Armstrong, and then your diamond, Eloy Jimenez, and a rookie. Then you got Juan Soto, Chapman, Aaron Judd, and Ellie De La Cruz. Robbie Yount, and got a little blemish down there, unfortunately. Trout, Bobby Witt, Burleson, John, Evan Harper, so you actually got 2 cards out of the hanger boxes. Actually, you know, if they were a little bit more, now Eloy Jimenez is a nice player, and Will Castro, I would say those would be nice cards, but they're in every pack, so let's move these back just a hair. You get just as many rookies in the hanger box as you did with 2 value packs. Let's go ahead and rip this open. Ain't got a lot of room up here. Apologize for that. Let's bring these up this a little bit more if I don't knock my camera over. Give me a little bit more room. If I don't knock them all over too. Never fails. Sanchez, National League, Soderstrom, and Ohtani, stars of the MLB. Now, again, you get a ton of those. But look at that, you got a Paul Skeens, Ohtani, a Skeens, Rafael Devers, Westberg, you know, it all really depends. There's a nice little throwback, Corey Seager. And then a Paul Skeens. Uppy, Freeman, Future Star, and then MLB. And again, you get those in every pack. So as far as a specialty card, yeah, it's nice. And then you get a nice little, is this numbered? Not numbered. Again, you get stuff like that. And a blaster. And I have to look back at that and see what the Dinger rookie. Wyatt Langford. Greatest hits. And an Arenado. Let me go back and look. The symbol of special insert set. 2024 All-Star Teams. Training Grounds. First Pitch. 2024 Greatest Hits. Heavy Lumber. And exclusive retail hollow base card parallels. So that was probably the one for the blaster. Andy Armstrong. And get a couple of Matt Chapman, not numbered. And a chrome, a Bloss, and then a Mookie Betts. And then the second one, Lennon. Atlanta Falcons. Randy Rosarina. Roberto Clemente. And Lindor in the last pack. Mel Cruz. Jock Peterson. And a Bobby Witt Jr. Not numbered. And then a Bobby Witt Jr. Stars in the MLB. So that's it in a nutshell. I would say, well, actually, the blaster box may have gave you better bang for your buck. It's a little bit more. It's $29.98, I believe it was. Give you more rookies and parallels than the blaster in the hanger box. Hanger box, they give you those two plus the chrome, which is the better. Got about the same as the blaster boxes as far as the stars of the MLB. You know, a lot of people don't really care for the stars of the MLB. That's, you know, too repetitious. And the downside to it, that's what it gives you as far as. And we got one more of those that I overlooked. But that's the downside to it. It gives you more common players. Now, if you're filling sets, that's a good thing. And the hanger box gives you quite a bit too. So, but not as much as the two value packs to equal the amount of cards that you get versus the other two. So, as far as commons, as we used to call them, still do. Now, as far as, again, rookies are a lot more in the blaster box. Value packs give you a slight, you know, give you enough rookies if that's what you're, you know, if you just go after the rookies, a little bit more rookies in the hanger box. And again, I like hanger boxes because it gives you better odds of getting an auto. So this is your blaster. So you get, you can call it 5 colors. None of them, unfortunately, is numbered, but 2 rookies, 6 colors. So that's out of one. That's out of one blaster box. And then again, you got the player worn memorabilia, so probably not from a specific game or event. It says was worn by the featured player. Exclusive, let's see, of all plays. Player worn memorabilia witnessed by the Topps, representing the guaranteed authenticity. So at least they're saying that it was worn by a player, by this particular player. And again, that's one thing I like about what you get out of a blaster. And then of course your chrome, which all of them give you a chrome. That's still nice. And then only one card out of the 2 of the value packs. So I would still go with a blaster. With a hanger box versus a blaster. Blaster would be my second choice, and then of course, the hanger, or the value packs. I pick those up just for variety. But I would generally go with the hanger box first, blaster box second, and then the value pack. And a lot of people, have not opened a mega box, and I'm not really keen on mega boxes. They give you a lot of cards, of course, but the value of the cards are not as much as I would say as a hanger box is. Now they will give you exclusive cards in them, but you gotta weigh it, see what you like, what you're shooting for. Like myself, I keep putting together team Ranger team sets per year, and I started this back when the Rangers started here in Dallas Metroplex back in 1972. I have a complete set of all the Rangers teams all the way up to from 72 to today. It's base. Most of them are just base tops. Into the 80s. When we got into the 80s, I started running out to the Fleer and to the Donruss Upper Deck when they started coming out in 89. Expanding a little bit. I really didn't shoot for the rainbows until the Rangers in 2023 when the Rangers won the World Series, and 2024 their championship year. So, being the World Series champions in 2024, and that you won't believe what I've run into as far as the headache where that comes from. You're trying to get every little value, and with the Rangers, the cards aren't that high in value. Now there is some cards that are, but the majority of them ain't. And there's some nice, Ted Williams was the first manager of the Rangers back in '72. Then you had some nice players that came through. It's just fun to do. I don't know if anybody's into that, but that's what my thing is why I get try to pull all the Rangers out of them. If you want to do just team sets from various years, the better years, like the Celtics in 86, or Chicago and I forgot now, 87, 86 year, when they had the best defense, back in the 70s when Miami went undefeated in football. It varies, whatever you want to get into. And I've been going on now, it's at 25 minutes, and I apologize for the length. But if you enjoyed this and you want more of it, let me know, and I will continue. If you did like this one, please give a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you have not subscribed, please do so and ring that notification bell for all the upcoming videos. So until next time, I hope everybody stays safe and healthy, and I will see you then.